Hey guys, Romani's name, and today Majora's Mask 3D is the game. In the last episode, we went to the Goron racetrack and we got the Gilded Sword. And in this episode, we're going to be going back to side quests. We're going to transform out of a Goron so this dog does not attack us. And we're going to be going to one of my favorite areas of the game that we've been to already, but we're actually going to finally be getting into more of, I guess, the story of the area. We're going to spend more time there, so I'm really looking forward to that. First things first, now that we're at Dawn of a New Day, well, that was the first day, I should say. We're gonna go ahead and play the inverted Song of Time and slow things down a little bit. Probably not necessary, but it will be helpful later. So don't feel like you need to play it now, but it's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And we're also gonna want to go to East Clock Town to get that silver rupee that I keep on grabbing that's hidden, because we're getting ready to buy a powder keg now that we are officially powder keg certified. And we're gonna need that to get into the area that we're gonna be spending most of our time in for this episode. So I'll see you guys once I grab that silver rupee, and I will see you in West Clock Town. Alright, so here we are in West Clocktown. We are going to want to go to the bomb shop, if you remember, when we saved that old lady way at the beginning of the series. But we also are now Goron Keg certified, and if you remember, there's a Goron that's in here. He won't sell it to a highling because obviously we just can't handle it. We're just not big enough, which, to be completely fair, we are like a 12-year-old, 10-year-old boy, but of course we can't. Hello? I know I have a friend of mine who says hello like that sometimes. It's really funny. It's actually really cute. Hello? Did you come to buy a bomb? This is just between us, but I have a huge bomb that this shop doesn't even carry. You know, I think it's kind of probably, I don't think the shopkeeper would be happy knowing that you're sitting here selling products that are superior to his. I mean, like, unless you have some kind of business deal going on, I think this is kind of probably not a nice thing to do. Oh, but my product is so heavy, so I don't think you can carry it. I'm sorry, I even brought it up. Oof. Alright, well, that's quite alright, but we're gonna go ahead and transform right in front of him. And now we're gonna go ahead and buy that Goron keg. Oh, of all places! You're a Goron, so you should be able to carry a powder keg, right? So, won't you buy a powder keg for 50 rupees? How about it? Yeah, sure, I'll buy one. You got a powder keg. Only Gorons permitted to handle such an powerful explosive. Powder kegs made by my instructor are extremely powerful, so Metagoron is your instructor. Awesome. Come back and see me if you run out. This is actually the cheapest place to buy some. You can buy some from Metagoron, but it's far cheaper to go ahead and buy them right here. And more convenient for our purposes as well. We had a powder keg in the last episode, but by resetting to Dawn of the first day, we did lose it. So let's go ahead and exit the shop and not just curl up in front of the door as I seem to always be doing. We're now going to go and warp over to Milk Road if you have already gotten that owl statue. If you haven't, then you're just going to have to exit the south and then go a little bit to the west. You'll see it on the map here in just a moment. There you go, Milk Road. So the last episode, I believe it was the last episode, I talked about how I'm gonna go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I saw the movie, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. If anyone gets a chance to see it, I would recommend it. The animation did throw me off a lot. I mean, it's kind of like watching a comic book, but in a movie, and it was really cool. I'm not a really huge comic book fan, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, so maybe that's why it wasn't as special to me as it was to other people, but I mean, I really enjoyed it for what it was, and this is the wrong way. Right, this is heading back to Terminal Field. Let's go this way instead. And if you remember, there is this giant boulder that's blocking the way to Romani Ranch. Previously, we just waited till the third day to where this little, well, it's not really little, this guy right here broke it up for us, but it's gonna take until the last and final day. We don't have that kind of time, so instead what we're gonna do is equip our Goron keg, place it down, and he is gonna run away, understandably so, because this is a pretty big explosive. We should probably stand back. This one does not have nearly as long as a fuse, so it will blow up almost instantly. And I'm glad we're able to save this guy a couple of days of backbreaking work. Hey, as long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. I think he's a little bit disappointed, or not like ashamed, but I think we kind of stole his glory from him. Oh well, back to Romani Ranch. We've been here previously, and I did talk about how my channel name actually came from the name Romani. So yeah, this place has a lot of significance to me, not just as a gamer, but as a Let's Player, so happy to be here. Look! And as you saw last time, Epona is here. Isn't that your horse? It sure is. Well, let's go ahead. Well, actually, I do want to go ahead and talk to Romani as Goron because we do get some cute dialogue. Hey, who are you? Oh, this is my first time meeting a foreigner. You're cute. And Romani will be added to our schedule. I could have sworn we met her previously, but I guess we haven't. Romani, the ranch girl, was added to your notebook. And if you talk to her again, hello, Mr. Foreigner. Yeah, that's probably not the best thing to address a foreigner as. I think that might upset some people, but hey, she's a little girl. She means no harm. She's rather sweet, so we'll let it slide. So, opponents over there, can't really do much of that right now, but should we go ahead and talk to Romani as a Hylian, and not to the mean dog over there? Well, I can't just assume the dog's mean just because the other one that looks like it is mean. Speaking of racism. Anyways, hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? I won't say my name. Well, alright then. How about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. So we patter about apparently. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight. They are coming. They come at night, every year when the carnival approaches. They come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then, they come to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy. Won't you try? Sure? Great, now that's a spirit, Grasshopper. Okay then, I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for the barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. You got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take more than 2 minutes, you're out. The current record is 1 minute. Are you ready? And finally we get some horseback riding kicking butt action now that we have Epona. We're able to ride through here and shoot these balloons. Exciting, I know. So, you don't have to beat the 1 minute record. That's not necessary. You do need to beat over 2 minutes, but honestly, it's not really all that difficult. All you gotta do is basically either go clockwise or counterclockwise around the ranch and just pick them out as you go along the edges. It's really not that hard at all. I recommend you wait until you're further away. Like, don't wait until you're too close to start shooting at it. And also, we do have unlimited arrows during this, so don't be shy with shooting your arrows either. See? Now after this, how many more do we have? You can look at your map below. That will be helpful for you as to seeing where they are. And that will be helpful for us for the real deal later tonight as well, because this is just practice, of course, but do remember that. It will be helpful. Got one more right over here. Is this the last one? Nope. There's one more. Okay, right back around this way. There you go. Can't quite see my mini-map right now as I have something covering it on my screen. Anyways, not bad. Okay, you're done. I wasn't even looking at the time. What was the time on that? 53 seconds? Amazing! It's a new record! You two work perfectly together. I'll teach Romani's horse calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now you two keep getting along and go practice some more. The horse seems to like this song. I don't know why, but Romani's voice is a lot deeper and different sounding than I would have imagined. Anyways. You played Epona's song. It's Epona's song. A melody signifying the bond you share with Epona. Play it, and your beloved horse will come running. Stand by Epona's side and press A to climb on her back. To get off, slow to a stop and press A. Press A while riding to gently tap her with your hand so she knows to go faster. With enough speed, you can even jump over fences. When your arrows hit these, they burst into nothing, but the real ones will keep popping up. If they get into the barn, we lose. They run away at first light of the sun, so we'll have to keep fending them off until then. Did you get that? Yeah, sure thing. The operation starts tonight at 2. I'll be waiting by the barn. Don't be late. Protect Romani's cows. Ranch girl Romani asks you to help her fend off some ghosts. The operation starts at 2 a.m. Which actually, I don't think these are ghosts. I'm pretty sure these are aliens that come from a big ball of light from the sky. Just saying. Hey, do you think you can remember the time they just told you? If you're worried you might forget, I can give you a little reminder when the time comes. Just open the bomber's notebook and select alarm from the schedule screen. Then set it to whatever time you want me to remind you about. It's good to set alarms a bit earlier than the time of the event, so you're not late for any appointments. But that's really your call to make. Well, this is another I believe this is new to 3D. I'm going to assume it is. If it's not, I will correct myself on screen right now. But this edition is very helpful, especially being that it's really easy to forget all the things that you're doing, especially when you're spending time like this completing side quests like we are. It's really easy to get wrapped up in other things and to forget your commitments that you've made. So all you have to do is just hit start to go to the bomber's notebook. So you go over to schedule. Let's see, let's go down to Romani, events, schedule, excuse me, where do I do this at? Okay, hit that button, no, that's not it. There you go, all you have to do is go on to ongoing events and select the event you want to set an alarm for. Then hit alarm on the bottom screen. And you can use your analog stick to say what time you want the alarm to be for. I think that was a pretty good tip to go ahead and say that we need to set the alarm for a little bit before the actual event. The event itself is at 2. Let's say 1 a.m. would be a good time. Your alarm has been set. Okay, great. Well, that being said, there's only one more thing that I want to show you guys before we actually come here at 2 a.m. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, first warp back to Milk Road. It's a little bit of walking, but why not fly when you can well, why not fly when you can? Excuse me, I can't speak today, apparently. Let's go and fly over to Milk Road. And then I'm going to play the song of Double Time to skip ahead to 12 a.m. because I want to show you guys what I recommend you do during this time period while you wait until 2 a.m. Because there is a piece of heart we can get by saving up rupees in the bank. Once you get 5,000 rupees, you will get a piece of heart. So, since we just have time to kill right now, might as well spend it making some rupees. So, what I recommend you do is come here to Milk Road. This is the fastest way to collect rupees, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and exit to Termina Field. It's the fastest way, but it's also potentially the most dangerous way of collecting rupees. Well, let's go ahead and quickly play the song of Double Time to go to 12 a.m. I want to go to 12 a.m. so you guys can see what happens at 1 a.m. now that I've set the alarm, so you guys can see how that works. So let's skip ahead till 12 a.m. tonight. Now, I'm skipping ahead, but I personally recommend you guys spend the next few hours, in-game hours, I should say, collecting rupees. Because we have time to kill, and if you're going for 100%, it's something you're going to need to do anyways. But what I recommend you do, the fastest way of collecting rupees, is you might remember this bird right out here, right outside of Milk Road, called the Takuri. What I recommend you do is hold up your shield to bonk it, and then give it a couple sword slashes. You can get not only one sword slash with B, but you can also get a jump attack as well. Do be aware of the bad bats that are around here. They will deal you some damage if you don't take care of them. They're rather annoying. There you go, that's the second hit I was talking about. Additionally, you can just go to items. You can select your bow and arrow if you have any arrows. You can also shoot from a distance. That's a very safe way to do it. The reason why the Takuri is so dangerous is because it can steal some of your main items from you. It can steal your sword even. And when this happens, your sword will be taken by the bird to the Curiosity Shop in West Clocktown, and you'll have to purchase it back from the shop owner. You have to buy your own items back. So it's truly an annoying bird if it actually gets the best of you. So I recommend you be careful. Arrows are definitely a good thing you can shoot from the side, and the town will give us some more information. It's a Takuri. Run. The bird will steal your items. Come on, what are you doing just standing around? But holding up your shield is good because the Takuri will always bonk in your shield, and then you can just give it a couple of slashes. That's a very safe way of going about this. And if you want to, I guess, draw the Takuri in, whenever you're in its line of sight, it will come down diving for you. So if you want to go ahead and get taken care of rather quick, that is something you can do. But it should be dead pretty quick, I would think. Oh, I missed my opportunity for that right there. Arrows really do speed this process along quite a bit. They don't deal as much damage as a sword attack does, but it's safer, it's from a distance, and you can shoot multiple times while it's in the sky. But after killing the Takuri, it will drop a gold rupee, which is worth a whopping 200 rupees. So what we're gonna do, oh, actually, Tattle has something to tell us. Hey, wasn't there something you needed to do right now? You better check your schedule. That's how the alarm works. So it's a really helpful system, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Song of Soaring. We're gonna soar over to Clocktown, and then I'm gonna put in my rupees, and then we're gonna soar back to Milk Road, and I'm quickly gonna go to Romani Ranch. So let's go ahead and soar really quick, because I want to go ahead and put away these rupees before I forget, or before I gain any more rupees and won't be able to actually keep them because my wallet is now full. Speaking of which, I should have put away my 50 rupees that I had left over from buying the powder keg at the beginning of the episode, but it's okay. This is mostly for just me showing you guys how at least the best way of going along to get rupees. I can't speak, I apologize. So that's my recommendations: killing the curry over and over again, and use the Goron mats to quickly roll to and from the area outside of Milk Road back into Southern Clocktown to put your rupees in the bank. Southern Clocktown if you're playing the Nintendo 3DS version. And actually, I was on a car trip recently, so I had some time to kill. So I actually made a few rounds and did this off camera. So that's why I'm currently at about 3,000 rupees. 3,500 actually. So a few more trips to the Takuri and back, and I will be to 5,000. But we're going to save that for the future. Come back and deposit some after you save a bunch. Alright, thank you very much. Well, we're running out of time, so we do need to go ahead and soar on over to Milk Road and then ride on in to help Romani. Speaking of which, well, this is kind of off topic, but I've been talking about Breath of the Wild recently in a few videos about how I've been playing that game a lot. I'm getting very close to the end, I believe. I'm going to be very vague when talking about where I am in the game to avoid spoilers for future people, but I think just about everybody knows that there's 4 main bosses in the game. 4 Divine Beasts. I have beaten them all, and I've just gotten the Master Sword. So I can't really say for sure if I'm getting close to the end of the game. I believe I am. It seemingly seems like I'm about to face the final boss of the game, but I can't be completely for sure. But that's coming up soon, so I'm really excited to beat that game. Now I also need to go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do for my next project. So if you have any, next game that I'm going to play. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I'm currently thinking about finishing Persona Q. I'm about halfway through that game. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Persona fan. Think about finishing Persona Q. I think about Super Mario Odyssey as well. I have a lot of games that I need to play. A lot of things I need to catch up on. Playing Pokemon Y, beating that game, and almost beating Breath of the Wild. It's been great that I've been able to play more video games recently because, believe it or not, outside of Let's Playing, I haven't gotten much of a chance to do much playing video games because I've been so busy. The only time I've been able to play video games is Let's Playing, so it's been nice to, I guess, in a way, recreationally play video games again. It's a great way to unwind, and it just brought me back to the times of, before I was Let's Playing, all the time that I had to play video games, just, on my own. So, yeah. Anyways, it is almost 2 o'clock, so Romani should be coming out any moment. Is she gonna be late? It's 2:01. She's officially late to her own thing. It's almost time. You take care of things outside, Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch it carefully. Okay, whatever happens, do not let them get into the barn. They'll come from behind the barn, too, so watch out. If you run out of arrows, you can rustle some up from the crate near the house, or from the nearby grass and stuff, too. Feel free to stock up. So, she's gonna go ahead and go into the barn. What I recommend that you do is, if you have not set it already, set the inverted Song of Time. It will make this a lot easier. Also, if you have the bunny hood, this will make the side quest a lot easier as well. Having the bunny hood in combination with the Song of Inverted Time will make this fight that we're getting ready to go into a lot easier than it might normally be. So if you have those two things, well, you should have the Song of Inverted Time. Anybody has the Song of Inverted Time. You can just go ahead and play it. But if you have the bunny hood, that will make things very, very helpful. Well, a lot easier, I should say. So we've already rolled into the crate, so we do not have that to replenish rupees. Arrows. Anyways, here at 2:30. The aliens will appear. So if you look on your bottom screen, you're going to see these white dots that will be approaching the barn. All you have to do, just go ahead, shoot them with your arrows. That is the quickest way to do it. Also, again, bunny hood. I'm not even putting it on, even though I recommended it. Also, this dog right here will be very helpful by going to the alien that is the closest. So keep an eye on where the dog is barking. That's a very helpful thing. Okay, sorry about that. I had a really big glare coming in from my window onto my computer screen, so I actually wasn't able to see the game, so I had to go ahead and pause and take care of that so I could actually look at the lower screen and see where these guys are, because I could not see anything, and that's not a very good thing to do. Do be careful about the one that will approach from behind. That one can get close rather quickly if you're not paying attention, but having your map to look at the bottom screen really does help a lot. highly recommend you just keep an eye on that. It's a great way to keep tabs of which one is the closest. And also, you have the dog as well, who will go ahead and bark at the closest alien. So, very useful right there. Felt like I had another tip. Another tip that I have for you is a strategy that doesn't work is just, I guess, kind of being on the offensive and going deep into Romani's ranch, and I guess being proactive in shooting these aliens. All you have to do is just cover your base, stay near the barn, and make sure none of them get too close. There you go. The dog's gonna be a very, very good boy and bark the one that's getting the closest. There you go. And honestly, you could just follow the dog around if you really wanted to, and just see what the dog is barking at. And also having your volume turned up is a good thing as well, because you don't need to really keep an eye on the dog. You can just listen out for the dog and listen to where it's barking. So follow the sounds of the bark. It'll lead you to the closest alien to take out. And we just gotta finish these guys off until sunrise, which sunrise Majora's Mask seems to come very soon. Right now it is 3:37. It'll probably be here by about 4:30 a.m. or so. Shouldn't take long at all. I'm kind of tempted to return the time to normal just to show you guys what it's going to be like, what normal speed would be like playing this. See, I'm actually almost out of arrows. This is not a very good thing at all. I gotta figure that out. I thought the crate might have respawned for this game, but it has not. So it's not a very good thing. See, I think one's coming up close behind the barn. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and take you out really quick. I need to find some arrows. Let me see. The crate is not here. That's not very good. I think she said rustle up the area around, or rustle the grass is what she said. But I don't see any grass around here, and I'm running out of arrows. This is not a very good thing at all. Another thing is you might be tempted to go and ride Epona around. This really does not help. Epona more or less kind of hurts your chances of taking care of these aliens than helps. So I'm really tempted to return the time to normal right now to show you guys how fast it would be. But I'm running out of arrows, and if I sped things up a little bit, I fear that I might actually miss if I sped things up, and then I would lose on some much needed arrows. So I'm not gonna put this minigame or this event to full speed, because I don't want to risk actually losing because of that. Because I only have 3 arrows left. Highly recommend you stock up on arrows before you come into here. And after we fend these guys off, I will go ahead and look around and make sure that there isn't somewhere that I'm just missing that we can get arrows from. Let's see, which one are you barking at? Is this one the closest? I suppose it is. So, obviously shooting with arrows is the best thing, but if you run out of arrows, you can also just go ahead and slash them as well. Or you can't? What? I did not know this. Okay, see, roll into the tree maybe? Oh, there's some grass back here. Okay, slash this grass back here. You'll get arrows from it. Perfect. Plenty and plenty and plenty of arrows. All right, we're fully stocked again. Back in business. Oh no, there's one right near the barn. There's one right near the barn. Right near the barn. Oh, that was so close. I'm really glad I didn't put things back in full speed. Keep an eye on the map. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I actually nearly lost that and slowed down speed with the bunny hood. Anyways, once sunrise comes, aliens are gone, our job is done. We did it, we won. Thank you, thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks to. Here's Romani's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here on the ranch. You got a milk bottle. More importantly, we got the bottle that the milk is in. Take 1 gulp to recover 5 hearts. You'll feel great. Set it to X, Y, 1 or 2 to drink. This bottle contains 2 helpings. When it's empty, reuse the bottle. That's bottle number 4 right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost time for my sister to get up, so I have to go back to bed. See you later, little hero. That's so cute. I love Romani. You got rid of all the ghosts. I mean, you mean aliens, I think is what you mean. Romani couldn't be more grateful. As thanks, she gave you a nice bottle of milk. Romani's gonna go ahead and go back to bed. And it is currently 5:17 in the morning. We'll need to wait for 6 a.m. for the ranch to actually open up, because there's one more person we need to talk to. She mentioned her sister. Her sister actually has her own little side quest we can help her out with. Okay, sorry about that. I just got a phone call from my sister. Anyways, so it is 5:35. I'll see you guys at 6 a.m. Actually, no, I won't say that. I'll just let the time go. Let me think. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about in real life stuff a whole lot in this video. Let me think. Talk about what video game I would play. Also, Persona 5. I need to play Persona 5. However, as you guys may or may not know, Joker was announced as DLC for Smash Ultimate. He is the main character of Persona 5, and because he was announced as a character for Ultimate, a lot of people are speculating that Persona will be coming to Switch. One of my close friends and I actually had a really long conversation about it, and he believes that not only Persona 5 is going to come to Nintendo Switch, but that Persona 4 Golden and and Persona 3 as well are going to come to Nintendo Switch, and that Atlas is looking for, now since the Vita didn't do so well and the Vita is officially dead, is looking for more of a portable console to put the Persona series on, and the Switch would be a perfect candidate for that. So I don't know, I hope my friend is right. I would really love to play Persona 4 Golden on my Switch because Persona 4 is my favorite video game of all time. But hey, I mean, that's the pipe dream, we'll see. But Persona 5 is definitely a game I need to play and beat soon because it is a sequel to my favorite video game of all time. But anyways, hello Romani, I don't know you, we didn't just fend off aliens or anything, of course. Oh my, hello. Romani's going to take our milk to Clocktown too. You're looking after the place. The cows will be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon to town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. And Romani's sister, Crimea, will also be added to her notebook. The owner of Romani Ranch. She takes great pride in the premium milk her cows produce. Okay, well, I've been recording for 30 minutes, and as much as I would like to, it would be a perfect end to this episode to go ahead and do Crimea's little side quest as well, but I don't think I have time for it, and I hate to cut it off right here because it'd be such a good stopping point if we could just do that in this episode, but I don't think it's getting too long, so I think I'll have to end things off here. Next time, let's play Majora's Mask 3D. We are going to help Crimea get the milk into Clocktown later tonight, and other side quest stuff that I haven't really planned out yet, but we'll get to that later. I've been Romani, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.